Today, I'm going to be trading Lamar Jackson to the Minnesota Vikings to see if he can win them a Super Bowl. And I mean, I think this should definitely make for a pretty interesting video. I mean, all I gotta say is Lamar Jackson and Justin Jefferson. I feel like that duo is going to be absolutely insane. But as you can see, Lamar Jackson's on the Minnesota Vikings. And I mean, clearly with him on this team, this offense has been boosted to the next level. And I mean, as I said, I'm expecting Lamar and Jefferson to be a terrifying duo. So I mean, I'm thinking Lamar honestly might win MVP this season, but I guess we'll sim to the playoffs and see what he does. And it looks like the Vikings ended up having a very solid season, going 12-5 to win the division, and we got to play the Lions in the wildcard round. And no surprise, it looks like Lamar had an MVP caliber season with a career high 4,800 yards for 40 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. I mean, with stats like that, I would be very surprised if Lamar didn't win MVP this season. I mean, I feel like the only player that would one-up that is Patrick Mahomes. Oh, we're gonna escape. Let's go. That's gonna be a huge pickup from Jackson. Somehow he's still up. So, I mean, that's a good start to this drive, not the game. As you can see, we're down 14-0 right now. So things aren't looking great. The Lions start with the ball, and then our kick returner fumbled the ball. So, I mean, the Lions had 2 quick touchdowns to start off the game. So, I mean, I feel like we kind of need to score on this drive, because if we go down by 3 scores, we are gonna have a problem. Let's go, Jefferson. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of surprised Lamar got that off, because he got rattled as soon as he got that. Oh, come on. That's gonna be another first down. Okay, that's gonna put us at the 16. So as long as we don't throw a pick or anything here, I feel like we should be good. I'm just gonna try and go for Jefferson, and hopefully he can finish this drive off for us. We're gonna get caught just short of the first. I mean, we only need 7 yards here though, so I'm just gonna try and go back for him here. If this doesn't work out, I'll just keep it on the ground. Actually, Lamar is gonna be in for the touchdown, so that is gonna put us right back in this thing. I mean, now we're only down by 7, so that is gonna be a very important touchdown for Lamar. We're coming back out here in the 4th quarter though. I mean, it looks like we're down by 10 points right now, so obviously this is gonna be another very important drive for the Vikings. Anyways, I mean, it looks like Detroit is not playing around today. I knew this was gonna be a very tough team to beat. I gotta keep this on the ground again. I probably could have gone for Jefferson last second. I mean, either way, that keeps the drive alive. I'm gonna try and go for either Hawkinson or Osborne here. I mean, that looks good. We're gonna have Hawkinson wide open for the first. On the downside for the Vikings though, I mean, after that, this defense did force a 3rd down, so we kind of need this play to work out. It looks like we're... Oh, come on. That's going to be close. Addison got popped, but he held on to it. I'm not going to lie. I thought he was going to drop that the second he got smoked, but I'm going to keep it on the ground after that, because we are in scoring position. We're getting taken down though. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that totally looked like a horse collar tackle, but we didn't get a call, so that definitely sucks. And they also got a stop after that, so now it's 3rd down. But Jefferson's gonna be wide open, so now we're just 1 yard short. So as long as Madison doesn't get stopped behind the line here, that is gonna make it a 3-point game. And come on, it looks like we're in, so that is gonna make this a 3-point game. So we're right back in this thing once again, but if we want to win this, our defense needs to start playing better. But after that, it looks like Detroit was able to close this thing out. I mean, they are a tough team now. But anyways, to end off the first season, it looks like Lamar got robbed by Dak Prescott for MVP. I mean, he came 2nd place in the votings, and it looks like the Cowboys are also gonna go on to beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. But anyways, that's gonna bring us to year number 2. Obviously, last season we had a pretty disappointing end, but the good news is the Vikings are still absolutely loaded. So hopefully we can actually make a deep playoff run this time. And once again, it looks like we had a pretty solid season, going 13-4 to win the division. And once again, we play the Lions in the wild card round. And once again, it looks like Lamar had another MVP caliber season with 4,100 yards for 28 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. But anyways, it looks like we start with the ball here. And considering how the last game against Detroit went, I feel like scoring on the first drive would definitely help us out quite a bit. So hopefully we can do that. Madison is going to get the first down. Try and run a slant route here though. If Addison or Jefferson can get open here, that should go for another first. Actually, give me that. That's a first down. Let's go, Addison. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, that was an absolute dot from Lamar, but that was kind of a last second decision because I was about to throw it to Hawkinson, but either way, that worked out for us. Come on, Lamar, stay up. That is not enough for a first. Still not a bad pickup by any means, though. I mean, I feel like since we only need 4 yards for a first, I can try and go for a shot with Addison here, and it looks like that is gonna work out. So now we're in scoring position. So I mean, just like that, 11 yards to go and we're in. I'm hoping that Osborne can get open here, but I feel like Jefferson is probably gonna be our best bet. Never mind, Lamar's going down. So I mean, that's gonna set us back a little bit. We only lost 2 yards, but I mean, either way, nobody wants to get sacked. And okay, I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was gonna get batted away, but Jefferson's gonna get there, so that's a touchdown. I can't believe the defender did not go for that, but either way, that's gonna give the lead to the Vikings first here. We're coming back out here in the fourth quarter, though. We're down by 4, and it's also fourth down, so this is a very, very important play right here. If Jefferson can't get to this, our season is over, but it looks like he's gonna pick up the first down to keep the game going. We went out of bounds there, though, so that does stop the clock. At this point, I feel like we kind of got to like try and run off as much time as we can. I mean, on the bright side, we got the clock to go all the way down to 11 seconds, but it is 4th and 8 right now. So if this play doesn't work out, our season is over. Oh my God. Lamar, please don't get caught. I was hoping Hawkinson would get open there, but it never happened. So that's going to send us home again. So for the second season in a row, we are going to lose to the Detroit Lions in the wild card round on our home field. I mean, even with Lamar, it seems like this team just cannot catch a break. But to end off year number 2, Patty Mahomes is going to be winning MVP. And it looks like the Eagles are going to go on to beat the Chargers in the Super Bowl this season. But anyways, after losing to the Lions 2 years in a row in the wild card round in Minnesota, I feel like it was definitely time to make some changes to this team. So as you can see, I mean, the Vikings had a very, very productive offseason. So after all of those pickups right there, I feel like this team should be a whole lot better heading into year number 3. And it looks like the Vikings ended up having their best season yet, going 14-3 to win the division and get the number 1 seed. And once again, Lamar Jackson went on an absolute tear with 4,800 yards for 32 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. But it looks like we're going to be taking on the Commanders in the divisional round. And it looks like Lamar and the Vikings are finally going to get a playoff win against the Commanders. So now we play the Cowboys for a trip to the Super Bowl. I mean, obviously the Cowboys are no joke, but with that being said, I feel like this team does have a better chance at beating anybody this season after all of the upgrades that we made in the offseason. I mean, obviously the Vikings did get the number 1 seed, so I mean, we are the team to beat right now. I'm gonna try and go for Osborne though. Actually, never mind. That should work. I was going to try and go on the run, but that works better. I mean, after the first 2 losses to Detroit, I feel like we definitely have to play smart today. I'm going to try and go on the run with Madison here, though. That is going to be another first down. After that, though, I mean, I feel like Hawkinson is probably... Oh, never mind. He's locked. That's a dot. That is a dot. What a grab. That's another first down for Madison. I'm not gonna lie, that last play, I kind of forgot that Hawkinson had the option to go, but he didn't have to go. So when he blocked there, that kind of confused me. But anyways, I'm gonna go for another run after that, and it looks like we are just short of another first down. I mean, so far things are looking pretty good on this drive, so I'm just hoping we can keep it up here. We only need a couple of inches for the first, though, so I'm gonna try and go for a shot with Hawkinson, and it looks like that's gonna work out for a touchdown. So that's gonna tie things up just like that. I mean, if our offense can play like this today, I feel like we definitely have a chance to take down Dallas. We're coming back out here in the third quarter, though. I mean, even after all of the upgrades to our defense, we're still down 28-17 right now. It's only the third quarter, though. So, I mean, we still have tons of time to come back, especially if Jefferson's going to do that. So that play is going to put us in Cowboys territory. I wouldn't say we have to rush right now, but I also don't really want to take our time. I'd like to score before we... Oh, let's go Osborne. I was going to say I'd like to score before we reach the fourth quarter, but it looks like we're in the fourth quarter now. So hopefully we can get Jefferson in the end zone to start this off. And it looks like that is going to work out. So first play of the fourth quarter, Jefferson's going to score a touchdown. So that does put us right back in this thing. Once again, we got to kind of rely on our defense, though. We're coming back out here again in the fourth quarter, though. I mean, Dallas scored, so it's 31-25, but we are at the 2-yard line right now. So as long as we don't get caught, that is going to give the lead to the Vikings last minute. We do need to make the PAT attempt, though. So, I mean, I feel like we shouldn't get ahead of ourselves here. So, I mean, we are tied right now, but as long as this is good, that is going to give the lead to the Vikings with 59 seconds on the clock. But by the looks of it, it looks like 59 seconds was too much time because Dak led the Cowboys to a game-winning field goal. I mean, once again, it just seems like the Vikings cannot catch a break. I almost feel bad for this franchise, but to end off year number 3, it looks like Dak is going to be winning another MVP. And it looks like the Colts are going to go on to beat the Cowboys in the Super Bowl this season. But anyways, that's going to bring us to year number 4, which is going to be the final season of this video. So if the Vikings are going to get the job done, now would definitely be the time. But as you can see, I mean, our offense is looking pretty solid heading into our final season. And I mean, on the other hand, obviously, I'd say the same thing does go for this defense. They're not the best defense in the league, but they are pretty solid. But I mean, with all of that being said, I guess it's time to see what Minnesota's going to do to end things off. And it looks like the Vikings are going to end things off going 11-6 to win the division once again, and we're going to be taking on the Cardinals in the wild card round. And once again, there was no stopping Lamar this season because he had 4,500 yards for 36 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. But it looks like we're going to get the win against the Cardinals. So now we play the Panthers in the divisional round. Panthers did score first though, but we held them to a field goal. So we're only down 3-0. I gotta say, I have no idea how we managed to get the 2 seed with an 11-win season. But I mean, if anything, I guess that's a good thing because that means the NFC was kind of weak this season. I'm gonna try and go for a shot here though. Oh, he left him wide open. Come on, Addison, get there. That is gonna be a huge play. So just like that, we've got the ball all the way to the 9-yard line. I'm just gonna try and finish things off with Jefferson here. If he's locked up, I might be able to go on the run. That should work out though. Come on, get there. That's gonna be a touchdown. He held on through the contact. I mean, he did get smoked there, so there was a chance that he was gonna drop the ball, but thankfully he didn't. So that's gonna give the lead to Minnesota. And after that, it looks like the Vikings did go on to beat the Panthers. So we're going to take it 34-24. It was a blowout until the fourth quarter, and then Carolina kind of started to claw back. But either way, that sends the Vikings back to the NFC Championship game. And it looks like we are going to be taking on the New York Giants for a trip to the Super Bowl. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Coming in, I was fully expecting to be playing the Dallas Cowboys, but somehow the Giants pulled off the upset. I mean, at this point, 4 years into the future, they are a solid team. But either way, I'm definitely happy that they won because that means we get to stay in Minnesota instead of having to go to Dallas. But anyways, we only need 1 yard for the first, but Jefferson's gonna get a whole lot more than that. So just like that, we are at the 47. I'm gonna try and go back for Jefferson here. Oh, that should work out. Come on, give me that. That's another first. I mean, things are looking pretty good so far. I'm honestly just going to keep handing it to Jefferson because it seems like every time I go for this guy, he comes down with it. It's going to be the same story again here too. Let's go. That's another one. So, I mean, after all of that, 15 yards to go and we're in. I think you can probably predict what I'm going to do here. Never mind. Jefferson's locked up and Lamar is going down. I think that was a face mask though. Never mind. Sack's gonna count. I thought that was gonna come back, so it kind of looked like he dragged Lamar down by the face mask, but apparently our offense was holding. So that's gonna... Ooh, come on. That's a wide open. What are we doing? Okay, I'll take that. I don't know what the defense was thinking there, but that's going to be an easy touchdown from TJ Hawkinson. So that is going to give the lead to the Vikings first. And it looks like this was another very tight game. But once again, we're going to get the job done. So, I mean, Lamar Jackson and the Vikings, after years of torture, are finally going to be headed to the Super Bowl. So, I mean, it looks like Lamar has a chance to make history with Minnesota. But to end off the final season, it looks like Lamar is is finally going to be getting that second MVP award. And of course, it looks like we have to play Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I mean, Mahomes is almost impossible to beat at this point. We're already down 10-0. So if we win the Super Bowl today, we are definitely going to have to earn it. Anyways, I'm going to run a slant route with Jefferson here, and hopefully he can get the... Oh, yeah, that should work out. Come on, give me that. That's going to bring it almost to the 50. After that, though, I mean, I'm going to try and go for Jefferson here. If this works out, we are going to be in Chiefs territory, and it looks like he's got that for the first down. I'm not going to lie, that honestly worked a lot better than I was expecting it to. I'm going to try and go on the run of Lamar here, though. I really haven't done any designed runs with this guy yet, but it looks like that is going to work out pretty nicely. I'm honestly going to try that again, too. We only need 1 yard for the first down, and I feel like at the very least we should be able to get one. Never mind. We're going back. Okay. Yeah, we just erased all of that. I was really hoping that would work 2 times in a row, but apparently not. I mean, the thing is with Lamar on this team, we really only have one good designed run play. So the defense is going to know what's coming, but that's going to be a first down from Jefferson to keep the drive alive. I think I'm going to try and end it off with Addison here, who is wide open for the touchdown. So just like that, we are right back in this thing. I mean, the touchdown from Addison is going to make this a 3-point game just like that. But once again, it looks like the Vikings are not going to be catching a break today because we got annihilated by Patrick Mahomes. I mean, I feel like our offense actually played pretty well. Our defense did not hold up whatsoever, though. So it looks like Lamar is not going to be able to carry this team to a Super Bowl win. But I mean, on the bright side, he did make it all the way to the Super Bowl, and he also won an MVP. So I wouldn't say this was a total bust, but to end things off, as you can see, Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs are going to be hoisting another Lombardi trophy to end off this video. That's going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'd really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, comment the most random thing you can think of so we can confuse everybody in the comment section. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.